Hello out there, okay? Hi, I'm Twisty, once again, here giving you a book review. I read a lot. Getting that master's. Oh, yeah. I'm doing my first video book review because I have done book reviews on the sites. This is my first video review because I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting than doing a traditional, written review because that involves reading, and who wants to read? You know, you're going to have to read to know what I'm talking about in the book. Anyway, my first book video review is dealing with Eric Jerome Dickey. That's not moving, so I can't tell what I'm doing. Okay, there you go. Sorry, my camera kind of slowed down a little bit. Okay. Alright, Eric Jerome Dickey, and it's called Sleeping with Strangers. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not really good at putting things in front of a camera. But he is an author that has been writing for a while. This book was written in 2007, so it's a little old, about 5 years. And it's still pretty good. From what I heard, I think it's part of a 3-part series. I haven't read the first book or the last book. I think they all have the word sleeping in it, so it's trying to connect them in that way. I'm not really sure though, because I haven't actually read them. But from what I gather from this book, the main character Gideon is supposed to be in all 3 of them. Is it a fast read? No, not really. He slows off. Well, the beginning is a little slow, so it starts off slow. Slows off, huh? Anyway, then it kind of picks up as it goes fast. Because after a while, I was like, "Oh, I can't put this down." It was like really interesting. But at first, I was like, "Oh God, please let it end." So, it does get better. I will say that much. It does get better as you continue reading. I'm not for sure if that's his traditional style of writing. Traditional style of writing. I don't know if most of the stuff kind of starts off slow and then picks up, but this is where this definitely fits into. His main character to me was a little flat. I never really felt him change, and I felt him grow as a character. He does play out the idea of the anti-hero. Hopefully you're familiar with that word, in which he's the protagonist, but he's not your traditional protagonist. He's actually a killer. He's going around killing people, but you're supposed to feel his pain, feel his sorrow, feel his everything, but you really can't because not much about him changes, and you don't really know much about his past, and you don't really know much about him as a person. So it's a little hard to say for a fact how well-rounded his character is based off this book. Like I said, I haven't read the first one, so that could make a difference. Actually, no. I don't believe that a lot of the other characters in the book either are well-rounded. Either a lot of them fall static, they fall very flat, they fall into very traditional roles of bad guy or not so bad guy. And nobody in this book really is good, really. Or no one in this book you really feel sorry for, or you really feel moved by, so to speak. Of course, the sex. I mean, traditional black author writing a book. It has it in it. It's called Sleeping with Strangers. And then it has a woman in naughty underwear on the cover. But it's not really much about the actual sex of the thing. He is looking for his mother, who does happen to be a prostitute. So, once again, I think that's all playing off this idea of sex and then he does portray London. I've never been to London, would love to go. He wants to take me, go free. But London is portrayed in this series like really, really well. Like it comes to life. One thing, if he could do nothing else, his details about scenery are gorgeous. So he does that really, really well. Overall, I would definitely say this is like a 2.5 because it was a little slow on the read. The characters really aren't growing or changing. They're not miraculous. He didn't stop, time. He didn't, try to overcome or try to make these great nuances about life. So it's not anything moving in that sense. So I can't give it anything above a 2, and then the 2.5 because of his details were amazing with the city and things like that. So I think it needs a little bit of work, but I'm also curious to read more of this author. So I don't put him down in the trash piles, never read again. But I would say you know, maybe check him out, or especially the Storm series that I really want to see what's done by Marvel, because he wrote that. So I love Storm. So, alright, just letting you know, check it out. Eric Jerome Dickey, Sleeping with Strangers. 2.5. Twisty